Right, hello. I don't even know if you can hear me very well, but I don't care because we have won the FA Cup. It's happened. We've won a trophy. 3 seasons in and we've got one. But, I mean, what else were we going to win, I suppose, other than the championship? But I was surprised we made it automatically to get up to here. But, yeah, if you didn't see the last episode, I've just ruined it. But go back and watch it. What a final it was. What a final. I won't ruin anything else about it. But what a mad final. But today is awards. We've got a few scout reports that are coming back. I've got a squad report. And we're just going to wrap up this season before we hit, hopefully, European football next year. We'll start our awards with most appearances, and that goes to Bradley Bryan this year. Played every game of the Premier League season, played 6 of the 8 games in the FA Cup. I'm not sure how many there is. Played 2 in the Carabao Cup and played 1 in pre-season. We won't count that really, but 47-ish, and has had a pretty good season, as you can see there. Was a 7.7 overall average rating. You can see his goals and assists as well. 11 goals, 15 assists in those appearances is absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? It's shocking. He's not going to get another award because he's gone up 7 there. But we'll move forward now into our golden boot, which does, of course, go to Harry Cornick. It's not going to go to anyone else, realistically, is it? He's got 30 goals in the league in 35 appearances. Only got 5 assists, though, so it's not maybe as many as I would like, but it's not too bad. 1 in the Carabao Cup, and then 5 in the FA Cup, despite only playing 4 times. Not too bad overall. 36 goals, 8 assists, 8 rating overall. His FA Cup, it was 8.7. Didn't have anything less rating-wise than a 7.5. Unbelievable from him. Absolutely unbelievable. Can't believe it. Still an absolute star, but hasn't broken that 80 overall mark, and he is 28 now, so I'm a bit annoyed about that, but we'll see. But anyway, that's not for right now. Next up is assists, which goes to Joe Morrell. Surprisingly, he played a lot less games towards the end of the season than I thought. 37 overall games, only got himself 8 goals, but bagged 27 assists, 21 in the league. Still had good rating at 7.2. And it's not that he's bad, it's just that Alex Adams just came through and just did better, and I couldn't. Morrell went through a tough patch, and then Adams just took off from there, and I just couldn't not play Adams. I just couldn't do it, and I feel bad for Morrell because he's a really good player. 1 player of the year last year. He's really good, but Adams is just on form, and we'll see at the start of the season who's going to be better the next season, but who knows right now. Next is our most improved, and that's an interesting one because it goes to Bubakar Sakari, who is currently out on loan at Minnesota. The man has gone up 8 overall this season, and it's coming to look like a good centre-back. So currently, should I say, his sprint speed, his stamina, his strength, his aggression's all good. Acceleration's not bad. Jumping could do with better agility and reactions, and then this doesn't look good at all. Defensive awareness, all that sort of stuff doesn't look good, but when I get him back and I get him playing, I'll get him tackling, we'll get him defending, we'll get him training, and I think he's going to turn into a really good defender. And most improved has gone to him. He went up 6 while out on 4 while out on loan, and 4 here, so 8. That's pretty good. It's been a very lucrative loan for him, and I'm happy for him, very happy for him. Next up is our young player of the season, and now some of you will be thinking, why have you given it to Emmanuel Fabry? And I'll tell you why. Because at 18 years old, he's been around the club for quite a while and was so impactful off the bench. I really should have played him more, but rating-wise, I just couldn't. 2 goals and 5 assists isn't great, but I hate this, right? But I'm going to say it. He got a lot of the pre-assists. I hated when Liverpool fans were all on about that. They're all about it at Keita. They're like, oh, he always get a pre-assist. I hate the word, but he did. And I can't deny it. He was instrumental in a lot of moves going forward, getting goals. And rating-wise, up at 69 now, plus 4 this year. I think his potential got a boost. Not by me, I promise. So he seems to still be growing. He was originally, potential was only 68. He's made 69. So dynamic potential's hit him, which is great. I'm really happy for him. And I think next year, he's going to push on because I'm going to have to play him a lot more. We've got the Europa League and all the cups and all the Premier League games. That's provided we do get Europe. We should. So he's going to have to play a lot more. I'm excited to use him. I really like using him. At low overall, plays a lot better. So I'm very, very happy with him. And we'll move to our final award, which is Player of the Season. And it goes to Alex Adams. You can see there he's also gone up 8. But I knew he was getting this award. So I didn't want to give him the most growth. And I think Zakari's growth is more shocking, shall we say. I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands either. But Alex Adams is our player of the season this year. And you're probably thinking, what happened with Bradley Bryan? Wasn't he good? What happened to Harry Cornick? Why isn't he? Why isn't Adams winning Young Player of the Season? Because you know what? Young Player of the Season does him an injustice. He has been our player of the season outright. Never mind young. Outright, he was our player of the season at 18 to step forward. That chip against Everton in the semi-finals. He had a great final. He had a great build-up to the FA Cup. He got a hat-trick in his first proper start in the FA Cup. He bagged hat-tricks in the league. He got 6 goals in the Premier League with 11 assists. He got 7 goals in the FA Cup with 4 assists. His rating overall was 7.4. In the FA Cup, it was 8.6. The man was brilliant. Overall, 15 goals, 17 assists in 35 games. At 18 is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And I thought when I got Bradley Bryan that he was a revolution and revolutionary. But Alex Adams is even better. He's currently my best youth prospect I've got. Overall rise, as in actual rating, no. But he is the best I've had ever, Alex Adams. And he wasn't even my homegrown talent. You can see he's Welsh, he's not English. Bradley Bryan's my homegrown talent. Unbelievable. He's in the Google sheet. Can't remember who scouted him right now, but thank you, whoever it is. Brilliant decision to go to Wales. Check the Google sheet for everyone else's stuff, but I am going to run through a couple of scouts that have come back now. So we'll have a look. Right, so I mentioned scouts. First things first is Ryan Kerrigan is looking to cancel his contract. So we'll get that sorted and we'll promote him. He's only 17, but he is a 52 rated. Decent lad from Ireland. Again, will probably go out on loan, but now we'll look at the people that have come back in. So we've got rid of that. He's been promoted. Now we're going to look here, and I think this is Japan. So this is FC Evil Genius then that we are looking for. Odazaku Kurasa's not great. They're not great this time. They had an absolute banger last time with Arari, the left back, who I've changed to a centre back, but not really sure. Naoto Kimura is the best one, so we'll be signing him. And now we've got for Chimbawa Iheanacho, I think it is. He wanted France again, so we're going to go back to there. So we'll just check that. And this time they've brought me what looks like a gem, and that is Aaron Blondell. Thibaut Louis though, he also looks good. I don't know. I'm looking at Aaron Blondell's overall at 16. That's not good enough. But Thibaut Louis looks to be very good. So we'll sign him up instead. Another good French promising attacking player by the looks of it. And then we've got one more scout for Malta. He wanted an English playmaker, so we'll go there. And then so from England, we've got Arthur Metcalf, who's not too bad. Jasper Peters isn't great. Riley Fletcher is not good at all. Alfie Shaw, looks like Arthur Metcalf, I don't know. He's probably our best bet. So Arthur, Malta, there's your next one. Arthur Metcalfy is the next player. I can't say his name. It'll be in the Google sheet anyway, don't worry about it. But here he is. We'll sign him up as well. And now we'll move on to our squad report finally. And this is not a youth squad report. That's in the Google sheet. You can look at that. We will move on to our full squad report. And here we are then with that squad report I mentioned. It won't be too long. Hopefully I should be able to skip through quite a few of them, not being great, most of them I suppose. Sluga barely played. We'll look at his stats. 8 games overall. Wasn't great. Hopefully we'll use Fran Pineda when he comes back. He's grown 5 so far. 66 overall now. He'll start in the pre-season tournament and hopefully start well. Instead, Parker should be leaving the club. Then I've got Etheridge and Shea. Etheridge, speak about him for a little bit. Did well. 33, but as I was saying, if we get Europe, I'm thinking maybe a new keeper, someone who is a little bit better, like Radu, I think would be really good, and then Pineda as a backup, Etheridge if I need him. Shea played once, nothing to talk about. Sabali, I really like him as a left back. It'll be him and Collins as my 2, which they have been so far. Douglas and Galloway barely played, but yes, Collins quite good as well. Very good. That unbelievable pass, I'm pretty sure it was in the FA Cup final for Jason Knight, was exquisite. Was his only assist. Oh no, he got 2, so he got 1 in the league as well. But yeah, very good. Pearson, Lockyer, good backups. Pearson got 2 goals. Brilliant header as well, one of them for Pearson. Lockyer again, they're both solid. But with Zakari growth, if he goes even more quickly, I'll be using him along with Bradley. So one of them's probably going to leave the club, but we'll see. Panther should be leaving. Sonny Bradley, club captain, finally got to lift a trophy for us in the FA Cup. I'm really happy with that. He deserves it, has been solid, and doesn't actually deserve to be dropped. But I do think as I'm going into Europe, I need more solid players that I can rotate and be confident are going to play well with. Carter Vickers is one of them I do think will be very good, is still very good. Kind of reaching his peak though at 78, but we'll see. Alongside Ben White might do well, as provided of course I get Ben White. Craney is retiring. Kyoso, I thought did well, you know, he's up at a 70 overall now, which is really good. I thought he'd reached his peak, but he did well when he played. Didn't play often, of course, but, you know, was still a good player. And I'm happy to have him as my backup right back to James Bree. Again, a solid season. I had to change tactics and have him pull back a bit and not go forward as much because he was really good going forward, but I had to change it and it worked because it kept us up. We were not having a good time with the fullbacks bombing forward, but it worked. He's solid defensively. I'm very happy. I'm going to keep him. I'm not changing right back. Jones only played once. Was good while Kyoso was out on loan. Might look to get him a loan because he's just not about it. So we'll look for a loan for him, I believe. Okereke is useless, so we'll be putting him on the transfer list. Hasn't grown while on loan at LA Galaxy, so he will be leaving the club next year. Tundercliffe again, only played once. Not much to say about him. And Panzu, brilliantly solid, up now at a 74 rating. It's going to pain me to replace him, but it does mean that in the second team, him and I believe Dewsbury Hall will be a solid partnership, I think. Both of them in the second team with Bradley Bryan and then my new signing being a good starter. I don't know who it's going to be yet. I haven't done any scouting or anything, but I will do. I really hope we get someone good. And speaking of Bradley Bryan, is a fantastic player. Absolutely brilliant, as you saw. Goals, assists, he could do it all. He can do absolutely everything. And you know what? Dewsbury Hall with 3 and 3 isn't that bad either. Had really good showings in the FA Cup. Has gone up 5 this year, still to 72 overall at 24. Hoping he's still got a good ceiling that he hasn't reached yet and gets even higher, because I think him and Pounds are going to be solid for a second team. Tefu's just been promoted, gone up 6 so far this year. We'll be looking for a loan, as will Oliveira. Only gone up 3 though, is a bit worrying, but still 56 rated compared to 51. What can you do? Morel, not much I can say about him other than good stuff. He's a very good player and I'm very happy to have him, but Alex Adams just outperformed him and there's nothing I can do about that. With 15 goals and 17 assists and 8 growth in overall, 75 rated now, he's only 3 behind Morel. He just outperformed him and I can't not start him at the moment. We'll see in pre-season. I'll probably try and play some youth in pre-season, so maybe neither of them will start, but maybe it'll be Adams as well. We shall see. I might even give Luke Berry a run out because at 30, he's handy to have around, especially as well as Moncourt. Neither of them are very good, and both of them only played in pre-season last year, but there's not much you can do about it. Shinnie is out on loan at Bruges. I did that to match the realism, but he is retiring at the end of the season, even though he's on loan, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but he won't be coming back to us. Castro also had 8 growth in the end overall. It took a while on loan in Portugal at Tondela, but seems to actually be doing quite well. I might give him a go in pre-season and then give him another loan because he seems to be doing okay. Adams, I spoke about. Kerrigan, again, loan. Might give him a go in pre-season, we'll see. Jason Knight, absolutely fantastic. 83 overall, matching Bradley Bryan for rating now. Is unbelievable. 10 goals, 7 assists is good. It's what I want, but I wanted to push on a bit more. 7 in the league, I think at least 10 in the league. And then hopefully at least 7 assists in the league. And then the other cups will hopefully boost that. But he's a great player. He's still only 22, 83 rated. He's fantastic. Wahalua, not much I can say about him. Aging, getting old. Only played a few games until I brought Velasco in, who, I hate to say it, but I can't use him. Only 1 assist. He's not very good. I'm going to keep him next year, and we'll see how he does. But he's definitely not going to be a starter. I hoped he would replace Jed Wallace, because I knew he was getting on a bit. And I'm actually probably going to raise funds by selling Jed Wallace, I think, because he's decently rated. We'll get decent money. He's been good this year. He's done well, kept us in the Premier League, and I'm happy. I'm thankful for it, but I am going to have to be cutthroat, and he's not one I feel an emotional attachment to, so I will be selling him to bring in someone better. But Fabry is going to be my backup, because I love this man. I'm talking about emotional attachment. I've got one with him. I don't know why, but he's brilliant, and he's absolutely fantastic. For me, he plays well. It might not, his stats don't show it, his overall doesn't show it, but he plays well, and I love him. So he's staying. He'll be the backup. I'll sell Wallace, and I'll get someone else in. Hoffman on loan, gone up 3. Just not as good as Fabry, really. And at 20, I don't really know what to do with him. I might sell him because he's not played for us. I'll give him a chance in pre-season. I think is definitely what I should do. Harry Cornick now is the next player. What else do I say about Harry Cornick other than he just needs to break 80 overall? I need him to break 80 overall now in the next season. And then I'm just so pleased. I've spoken so much about Harry Quantick the last 3 seasons. He's brilliant. James Collins has dropped off big time. -3, 32. I'm going to keep him around because it's only fair. I'm not going to sell him. He's a great player for Luton in real life. Just recently scored a hat-trick in real life against Preston. But I'm not going to use him because I've got Sam Nombe, who just plays really well. And I've got Okoye in the youth academy that I'm probably going to promote next season and use him in pre-season and then maybe loan him out to see how he does. We'll see. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there, but we'll see. Yeah, Sam Nombe. He's unbelievable when I use him, and I'm very happy to use him. And I think my whole squad, I'm really happy with. There's 3, maybe 4 improvements that need to be made, and then I think we are I'm definitely top half next year. I think Europa League is the goal. Champions League would be the dream, and we shall see. But yeah, that's going to end the awards and the squad report episode. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I do enjoy doing these just as a quick catch up and a refresh as to where we are and where we're going to be going. And hopefully we're going to go to bigger and better things in the Europa League next year. I keep saying it, but I'm not actually certain we've got it yet because I haven't got there yet, so we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.